Is Ash getting a Mega Evolution? And is it going to be Mega Charizard Y? Pokemon! 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 Hello everyone, I'm Dustin Benzel and welcome to another Pokemon XY anime discussion. Today we're going to talk about some interesting things that were revealed. I want to thank one of the users in the forums for, well, not bringing me this attention, but noting this. Basically, he mentioned KG Prestige's channel, and I'm like, well, that's what? And then I went and to check, and I watched a little bit of what KG Prestige said. But there's apparently some figures that are appearing from Moncole, I don't know. I'll put a text right around here or over here of what it is. It's like MONCOLLE. And they basically do figurines for the anime. I think they've done figurines before, and I think they also revealed, at least from what I hear about KG Prestige, I think he said that he also revealed, he said that, he said that Ash's Gumi was revealed at this particular point, because I think we actually got a mention of Ash's Gumi in terms of merchandise. So, but it's not entirely confirmed, but it's definitely enough to do a discussion on. And this actually has to push over my other discussions, because this is vitally important, so I'm going to have to wait for other videos that I was planning on making for another day. So basically, what we got is we got two figurines coming out, I guess, or two figurines or whatever, and they're using Pokemon moves. The difference here is Mega Charizard X is using Dragon Claw, which associates very well with Alain's Charizard, who can use Dragon Claw. Then we have Mega Charizard Y using Dragon Tail. And as we remember from 5th Gen, if you remember when Ash recalled Charizard during Episode N, Charizard used Dragon Tail during that moment. So, does this mean that Ash is going to get a Mega Evolution and Ash versus Alain is going to happen and it's going to be Mega Charizard X versus Mega Charizard Y? It's entirely possible, and that's what this particular video is going to discuss. Now, I don't want to be negative here and be like, well, it could just be simply a coincidence, but whoa. I don't know if the camera or the microphone picked up my different pitched voice there. Whew. Man, I hate when that happens. I hate when I'm talking and then all of a sudden the pitch of my voice increases temporarily because something gets caught in my throat or something. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. It's entirely possible. After all, this would coincide with maybe Mega Evolution Act 4 and potentially when the next time we're going to get Pokemon Fan. I don't know if I said that I don't know if I said in that other video when we were talking about Alain and the things that I missed. I don't know if I mentioned that the magazine was every month or something. I don't think that's the case. I think it's bi-monthly or something. So we might not get anything until September or something of information. So I think I said, well, I guess we'll just wait next month and then we'll get information on Ash and Alain. But I don't think that's actually the case. I think it's going to actually be a little bit longer. Could be wrong. I'll definitely be making a video if Pokemon Fan or whatever, the magazine, reveals anything about Ash and Alain. So basically, here we are. We're left to assume what's going to happen here in regards to these Mega Charizards, X and Y. So basically, because they're two Charizards, Ash has a Charizard, Alain has a Charizard, we can almost assume that maybe Ash is going to get a Mega Evolution. Now, like I said, I don't want to necessarily be negative here, but the problem I face is, well, okay, Charizard Diet Y, that's fine. They can easily get that. Alain probably has that. He probably has Charizard Diet X and Y possibly, or maybe he'll actually take Charizard Y from Mega Evolution Act 4 when he realizes that Lysander is a villain or something, and then he takes a stone, and maybe that's what will happen with Charizard. But the problem is, Ash is still going to need a Keystone as well as a Mega Ring, you know, and I just don't see how that's going to happen, you know. Well, I mean, I suppose the Charizard Y would come with a Keystone, so then Ash would only need, basically a, Mega Ring, or something of that nature, something where Ash can touch his Keystone to activate the Mega Stone, Charizard Y, but then the problem is, Ash would also need to attach something to Charizard. And there's also some other flaws here. One flaw is that, what if this means that Charizard is going to be Ash's 6th slot, and it's going to be his permanent slot or whatever? I'm really hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping this is just a major arc where maybe if Ash and Alain are battling each other, Mega Charizard X versus Mega Charizard Y, maybe it'll be, maybe it'll just be for the moment, and then Charizard will be sent back to Professor Oak or something, wearing the Mega Evolution stuff, and then Ash will just keep his Mega Ring with him, or whatever he would have at this particular point, because, well, Alistar? The girl with the Absol, she had, her Keystone were earrings, and I think Diantha's Keystone was a pendant of some kind, so maybe Ash won't have that, or maybe he'll have a glove. That would actually work. I can actually see that happening. Maybe Ash will have gloves and he'll have Keystone. I mean, if they're going to do the games, they're definitely going to give Ash a Mega Ring, but if it's not a Mega Ring, I expect a glove with the Keystone so Ash can use it. I don't know if the Keystones can activate any Mega Evolution Stone or whatever, but basically, yeah. Ash would still need that stuff. So maybe it's possible that during the Ash versus Alain, maybe they're like, maybe Ash finds out that Charizard can Mega Evolve or whatever, and he's like, oh, I have a Charizard, and I have a great bond with it, you know? I didn't know Charizard could Mega Evolve. And then maybe Alain will be like, huh, well, I have this different Charizard, I don't know what it is. Charizard? I'm just going to say Charizard, even if it's wrong. Sorry. Charizard, and already have one, so maybe you can use it. And then, Ash uses Charizard, and then it Mega Evolves into a different one, and then, Alain didn't know this. He didn't know that Charizard could Mega Evolve into different Pokemon, with the differences of Mega Stones, and then maybe he's like, huh, maybe this means that Pokemon have alternate Mega Evolutions. Maybe a Pokemon can evolve into different Mega Evolutions, and this definitely applies to Pokemon, like Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y. And I honestly think Charizard is the only one that can actually have alternate evolutions, which is very weird. I kind of wonder. I think the reason why Charizard has 2 Mega Evolutions is because, one, they wanted to keep the fire flying for one of the versions, but then they realized that they had to make one part dragon. I think that was the case. I'm still kind of upset that Charizard X was the main focus, because I kind of wished Alain had Mega Charizard Y. Granted, it wouldn't have been resistant to Seabold's Blastoise, basically, but maybe then they could have had Wilkstrom with a Mega Aggron or something like that, and that would have worked a lot better, since I think Mega Aggron actually loses its rock typing and becomes pure steel, so that would have worked perfectly for Wilkstrom, but I guess they wanted Seabold, and so they gave Alain Mega Charizard X, because, you know, as much as I would enjoy Mega Charizard Y with Ash, I just prefer Mega Charizard X, because one thing that I really like about Mega Charizard X is the blue flames. That's why Shiny Ponyta is like one of my favorite shiny Pokemon. It's not the best blue coloring in terms of its flames, but it's just so beautiful. Blue flames are just so beautiful outside of the normal red and orange flames. You know, I like the multicolored flames, and I like Pokemon that are multicolored with their flames and stuff. So that's why I like Mega Charizard X. Mega Charizard Y is fine. It's just weird, I guess, because it's just the fire flying, I guess. I mean, basically, I just don't get how Mega Charizard Y isn't also a dragon, but I guess they wanted to keep one of them. I guess it's fine or whatever. So anyway, and we need and I need to bring this up, just because we're talking about Ash with the Mega Evolution, and wondering if this actually makes sense. Does Ash having a Mega Charizard make sense? If we assume that Ash is only going to have one Mega Evolution, and the next Game Freak games aren't Generation 6.5 or something, or the third versions of Pokemon X and Y, and it includes Mega Evolutions of Kalos Pokemon. Wait, what was I going with there? If it's not third versions, then yes, Charizard would be fine. I would accept Charizard. If the next iteration of games is going to have Mega Evolutions of Kalos Pokemon, third versions like having Mega Greninja or whatever, I'm going to be a little disappointed. Because Scotty is basically going to have Mega Charizard, or Mega Sceptile, and Mega Sceptile is a Grass Dragon Pokemon. And then basically Ash is only going to have Greninja basically at best. And it's going to be disappointing to see that Greninja doesn't have a Mega Evolution. And I feel like if Ash is going to lose to Scotty, it might be losing to Mega Sceptile. And I'm not sure I'd like that. If it was Mega Greninja and Mega Sceptile, that'd be a lot better. And I would definitely say that Mega Greninja definitely should have Protean as its ability. No, I don't care. Protean. Basically, like the other hidden abilities that are hidden abilities, but Mega Evolutions can surpass that and get their Mega Evolution ability. I mean, it might be interesting to have Greninja with its own Mega Evolution ability, but I get, no, Protean. I'm going to stick with Protean. Protean is probably why Greninja is so popular in the games, basically. So, no, Protean. I mean, no, Protean. We'll stick with Protean. And then that way, when Mega Greninja uses Aerial Ace, it could be a flying type, and that way Sceptile's grass types aren't as effective against Frogadier or Greninja. Greninja! Oh, what was I thinking? So, I'm not really sure. If there is not going to be a Mega Evolution of any 6th generation Pokemon until 7th generation, and at that point they're just going to do a brand new series, then yes, I am perfectly fine with Ash having a Mega Charizard. If it's the only Mega Evolution that Ash is allowed to have. If, however, third versions are revealed and the series is going to last a little bit longer, and third versions include Mega Evolutions of Pokemon that Ash currently has or could have access to, including Mega Goodra, so Mega Greninja, Mega Talonflame, Mega Hawlucha, Mega Noivern if Ash's Noibat evolves, Mega Goodra, and potentially whatever other Pokemon it has could evolve or whatever, Mega Evolve, then I'm going to be a little disappointed if Ash actually does end up Mega Charizard Y. Because as great as it would be, as probably it's the Pokemon that makes the most sense, even though it's a boring, predictable choice, it is the one that does make the most logical sense, since Ash had Charizard for a very long time. They have a great bond, probably more so than a lot of other Ash's Pokemon. I would say the only bonding other Pokemon that we've seen more in terms of the actual series and deeper connection would probably be something like Infernape or something, and that was only because Ash and Infernape shared a very strong, intimate bond during the series as it progressed. It's definitely different with Ash and Charizard. I think Ash and Charizard they love each other and respect each other, while basically Ash and Alain. They just basically love each other, basically, I guess you could say. So there is a difference between the bond between Ash and Charizard and Ash and Alain, but basically, yeah, Ash and Charizard. Charizard is one of Ash's most reliable Pokemon. It's one of his earliest Pokemon as well, and it's his fully evolved Pokemon that, well, no, I guess Muck might have been caught before Charizard, but basically it's his first fully evolved starter Pokemon. It's his first, well, now that he doesn't have Butterfree and Ash had Charizard before Pidgeot, it's definitely his first fully evolved 3-stage Pokemon, basically, because Butterfree no longer exists. I mean, technically, Butterfree was the first one, but basically, Butterfree not counting anymore because it's no longer with Ash. Basically, it's Charizard as his first fully evolved 3-stager or whatever. So yeah. I will still look forward to it, even if I'm a little apprehensive about Ash having a Mega Charizard Y. I will still look forward to the particular episode. I will definitely still look forward to the episode, and I will enjoy it, and I will watch it, and I will be happy with it. But like I said, I'm going to be a little disappointed if it ends up being Ash's only Mega Evolution Pokemon. I'm really hoping that, along with the generation changes, that maybe Ash will get other Pokemon that can get Mega Evolution. And maybe 7th generation... there we go, Generation. Here's the Moltres clip in this particular video. Moltres is a legendary Pokemon. Okay, sorry. I'm still going to do that. Generation, jeez. Oh, I did it again. No, just kidding. Generation, it would be interesting if 7th generation introduced the concept of the Pokemon introduced in that region having Mega Evolutions, as well as other past generation Pokemon. I just don't like the idea that Mega Evolution was introduced, and yet we didn't have any Mega Evolutions for any of the Generation 6 Pokemon. And basically, maybe we'll get Mega Zygarde, and that's what that image of that mysterious Pokemon showing up in the next Pokemon movie might be. The next Pokemon XY, maybe that is Mega Zygarde, and that'll be confirmation that, hey, we are getting Mega Evolutions for 6th generation Pokemon in the next games. But of course, it would depend entirely on what they are. If they're 7th generation, then the Mega Evolutions of Greninja, Hawlucha, and all those Pokemon probably won't matter. If they're not, if it's 3rd versions, which would be interesting because then they could introduce the concept of Mega Charizard, Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, and Mega Greninja, and that would be one of the major plot points of the video game, then that would be pretty good. And it might translate with maybe Mega Greninja. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we'll see. Especially since Game Freak or someone said that they weren't going to do Mega Evolutions of certain Pokemon that they don't fit right if they don't have the right proper design. If they don't have the proper designs, then they're just going to not have Mega Evolutions, and I think this happened with Flygon. Flygon was intended to have a Mega Evolution, but it didn't look right, so they just ignored it. So I guess we'll have to see. I think that's pretty much it. I definitely look forward to that Pokemon magazine that's going to come out that's going to explain Ash and Alain being in the anime together. Hopefully we'll get some really juicy tidbit information then. Hopefully the magazine just doesn't cover that and just covers some major plot points. I'm really hoping Olympia hasn't happened at this point, because I would really like it if they showed off Olympia and actually revealed Greninja, or maybe another preview or something. So anyway, I think that's pretty much this. I have to get ready. I got to get my lens so I can fix my glasses and move on. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Dustin Benzel, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.